I felt that there wasn't anything out there that was addressing what I like. I don't just like cigars, I don't just like wine and spirits, I like them together. But I like them together strategically. And I like to know exactly which cigar, which specific flavor profile goes best with a given wine or spirit. And to me, nobody was speaking to that. There was no voice for that. And so, I started doing a few pairings. Next thing you know, I kind of started to hone in on what I like. And next thing you know, I came up with a name, Puro Maduro. Puro Maduro comes from the fact that I am what I would like to call myself a mature cigar smoker. I see a Puro as simply a cigar. I had a South American guy that was painting in my house, and we wanted to take a break, and I offered him a cigar, and he didn't know what I was talking about. I was like, do you want a cigar? He was like, what, Puro? I was like, oh, yeah, Puro. So he saw a cigar as a Puro. Now, technically in the cigar world, we know that a Puro is a cigar with a wrapper, binder, and filler, comes from the same region. But there are a lot of people where the only cigars that they were able to smoke, especially in developing countries, the only cigars that they were able to afford to smoke were the cigars being made right then and there by someone in their village. So cigar meant Puro to a lot of different people. And I kind of took note of that. To this day, I always call a cigar Puro, ignoring the technical dynamics of the true definition. In addition to that, Maduro meant mature. And I felt like I was more of a mature cigar smoker. I not only know what I like, but I know why I like it. And I'm always trying to improve on what I like and expand those horizons. So Puro Maduro to me had the right ring and meaning to it. As for leaf and barrel, well, for me, that was kind of self-evident. For me, it's all about the leaf, meaning the tobacco, but the barrel as well. And that's a very strategic synergy because the barrel offers up a lot of wood notes. If you also notice, whenever I light a cigar, I use a piece of cedar because that cedar imparts wood. You pull a cigar out of a humidor, the humidor is made of wood. And a lot of times when you get a cigar box, the box is made of wood. Wood is not only for maintaining that humidity, but also imparting the flavor. And the same is true when it comes to a barrel. Whether you're drinking wine or rum or scotch or cognac, barrel not only ages that wine or spirit, but it's also imparting flavor. This also goes back to the aspects of a cigar pairing. So leaf and barrel was just an extension of the original Puro Maduro idea of cigar pairings, but I wanted to introduce it to represent the lighter side of cigar culture, cigar fashion, things of the sort. What happened to me was I was going to meet some friends one night. There used to be this party in New York City called Freedom Friday, and it used to be on Bleecker Street at a club called La Poisson Rouge. And I was going to be meeting a few friends that night, and we were going to be going to Cigar Inn later on that night. And I had 3 Padron cigars, and I had this red linen shirt, so I'm at the club, I'm having a good time, I'm dancing, I'm at the bar, I bent over a few times, the cigar fell out, And when I got to the Cigar Inn, I pulled out my Padrons, and these were the Padron 85-year Family Reserve Maduro. I just couldn't wait to smoke them. And I get to the cigar lounge and they're cracked, they're tore up, they're dried up, and it just messed up because the pocket I was using in the shirt, it was just one pocket. The cigars were rubbing up against each other. It didn't maintain the humidity. And the cigars were just getting beat up. And the reason why I put them in my pocket was because I didn't want to carry a leather finger. I certainly don't want to walk around a club on the way to the lounge with a Ziploc bag or a 3-finger or a Herf. It's just too big. And today's slimmer fitting clothing doesn't allow you to really put too much in your pockets without looking really stupid, especially considering you already got a phone, car keys, a lighter, a cutter, a wallet. I mean, forget it, right? So I came up with the idea after my cigars got torn up like that. Well, wow, what if I designed a shirt that not only used extremely high quality material, because I am designing it for cigar smokers who happen to be very sophisticated people. So I didn't want to just have any kind of regular old looking shirt. I wanted the shirts to have a pop to them. I wanted special accents and colors, and I wanted to use a very high premium material. But in addition to that, I wanted to design a pocket that would hold 3 cigars. Why 3? Because generally when you go out, you want 2 cigars possibly for yourself, maybe 1 for a friend, or 1 for yourself and 1 for 2 other friends. 4 just didn't work. It made the shirt look it stretched the shirt, made it look really stupid. But when I designed the pocket, I wanted a pocket that would help out with the humidity. I wanted a pocket that would stop the cigars from ever touching each other. And I wanted to be able to hide it. Well, with this particular shirt, if I were to take out the cigars, you would probably not even recognize that there's a pocket there. So it's a shirt that you can wear anywhere. You can wear it to work, or you can wear it when you want to hold your premium sticks. Listen, I want to make a very important point here. Number one, I don't review any cigar, okay? If I review a cigar, it's a cigar that I've smoked 2 or 3 times prior. Because I want to make sure that I have a very good beat on the flavor profile, because I'm going to be pairing it with the spirit. So I'm trying it with different spirits, trying to hone in on what I should be doing. That's number one. Number two, you can't just send me a cigar in the mail and have me review it. I know a lot of reviewers, if a cigar falls out of the sky, they'll review it, which is one reason why you won't see me reviewing a flavored cigar. You won't see me reviewing a cigar with a 70 or 80 ring gauge, man, forget it. I only review a cigar that I would recommend to the most discerning cigar connoisseur. All right, that's the only kind of cigars that I review. I don't review jokey joke cigars, and I've always made it rather known that I like full-bodied, full-flavored cigars. So I kind of appeal to that veteran cigar smoker, the guy who's got skin in the game. So, you know, one reason why you see such high marks on the cigars is, in order for me to review it, it has to make it through that process. I'm constantly looking for new cigars to bring to the world, and if I don't like it, I don't smoke it again. Forget about it. If there are instances where a cigar doesn't perform well, it's because the cigar prior did do well, but when I was reviewing it, it didn't do well. And I had to review the cigar that I'm reviewing right then and there. I rate on 5 different points: aesthetic, draw, and I use these to break up the construction, because there are beautiful cigars out there that have a horrible draw. There are ugly cigars out there that have an incredible draw. The construction speaks to the aesthetics and the draw. The strength, because I like full bodied. I reward in my rating the cigars that are full bodied. All right, it has to have full body. I also look at complexity. Complexity is extremely important for me. And also the general flavors that I'm getting from a cigar. What flavors am I getting, and are they quality flavors? The complexity looks at whether those flavors have an ebb and a flow, whether one goes to the fore or it falls back, whether a new one comes in or becomes more pronounced in the second or the last third. So the complexity is a huge part of it, but I don't look at construction as one component for the aforementioned reasons that are already covered. And I think that's what makes it distinct, in addition to the fact that I reward the fuller flavored, fuller bodied cigar. I don't look at cigars evenly. If it's not full flavored and full bodied, I'm dinging it. I just don't like I don't like the mild cigars. I don't like the cigars that are one-sided and one-dimensional. So that's why I have the rating criteria that I use, because I want to rate to what I like. And the reason why I do that is because people who like what I like know that when they're looking at my rating, they're getting a true rating. And the same is true of the dram. I rate on the color, because the color is very meaningful to me in terms of the dram. I rate on the strength. I rate on the complexity. I rate on the finish, and I rate on the aroma, all evenly with 2 points. So, you know, when you're looking at my ratings, you're looking at my own rating. I didn't borrow that from anyone. And make no mistake about it, there's a huge difference between 9.3 and 9.6 or 9.7. Huge difference. Just because it's in the 9s doesn't mean that it's commensurate with a higher incremental score that you'll get from 9 to all the way to 9.9 or 10. Those are the most common questions that I've been getting. I hope I answered them appropriately. You can always hit me up. I'm very open. Some of you have even called me, but a lot of you have emailed me, contacted me on Twitter, contacted me on Instagram even. I get stuff on Facebook all the time, or I get direct emails. You can always contact me if you have any questions, if you have any issues, if you're looking for a special cigar, or if you're in New York City, you just want to hang out with your boy. All right? Ease up.